Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Let's talk to my car once more. I can't seem to say anything to my car. Maybe I have to interact with this first. A police badge on which you see the photo of a man used. Some seaweed is stuck to the back. I found my badge. At least something good came out of this. Study the badge. Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Rivercole West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner your precinct. Photo. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Good choice, a newer photo would look different. How old? 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. And he's winking. Why? Why do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it did on you. It looks like you had quite the charming face way back then. Your hair is brown and slightly curly, your eyes seem more clear somehow. The lack of alcohol swelling is a bonus, though there's a pinch of that in your cheeks already. Don't be fooled, the bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it and a shining watermark. Harrière Dubois. Harrière, that's long for Harry, so you are Harry. Everett was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. What kind of name is Harrière? A wartime name, revolutionary, the kind mothers give their sons during troubled times like Undoing or Boxer or Ironhide. A name like armor. Harrière Dubois it is then. Pleased to make your acquaintance. He's not going to call you Harrière. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you and detective when he's not. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it. Catching light, you see lines of information. Rank Lieutenant 2JFR. Lieutenant Double Gifreteur. And what's a Lieutenant Double Gifreteur? Lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that does the field work. I am a lieutenant. And double gifreteur, the title of gifreteur is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank, in your case captain. You have declined twice. Thus you're double gifreteur. Declined? There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case lieutenant. Heavy-duty case-solving machine. What's a decomptage? That's the hierarchical system employed by the RCM. It means counting down to twos. The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers, then there are patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenant, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. What kings? Kings like satellite officers and the additional gifreteur rank I already explained. The long and short of it is, you're his superior. What are satellite officers? You're given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite. So if you... So you've been putting up with me because we're of the same rank? No, I've been putting up with you because, despite an unconventional approach, you're doing good police work. Oh, that was a wrong thing. Authority did tell me a wrong thing. It matters more than driving your motor. I've been putting up with you despite an unconventional approach. You're doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea, and now we've even found your badge. He trusts you for now. Try not to spoil it. I thought my rank was drunk. Apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary. Thanks, that gives me hope. Good. Serial number Revachol 12 62 05 Jamrock 41. That's just a serial number, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. Date of issue 7th of November in the year 50. 4 months ago, I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant Double Chiffreteur. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure. I remember that time. The tie around your neck feels tight suddenly. That was a good time. We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up. Precinct 41. Yes, the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine, says 57. 57 is Industrial Harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is... what? It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is. It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdyeva, Roberts, Feuerbach, Demetrier. Suddenly names from your decomptage flash into your brain. And you, is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in the hand shines as you rotate it, and I can put it away. Task done. I found the badge. And let's learn about the homosexual underground. I was so amused when I found out about that. Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You've thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you stop, you should take Kim, you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it, unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling him within your brain, but for your own sake, please say you didn't. So that's worthless. Wait, what can I put inside there? A date of birth generator, that's also bullshit. I'm pretty sure.
Yes?
I have big news, Kim. Tell Kim it's about how you no longer obsess over sexuality. Okay. I've managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality. Great, imagine all the time you'll have to work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now. Yes. Just one thing though. Are you part of the homosexual underground? You didn't stop at all, did you? You're just obsessing about other people's sexuality now. Yeah, but am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mind project? Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work. Ah, so that's why it told me to talk to him about that. Okay, can't do anything about the carriage now. Then let's go to the fisherman shacks. Oh, we are on a lower level of that. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Wait. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scums filth from fabric. Cinder blocks shard, a makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. There are people here. Did I scout along the lower edge here enough that I'm... yeah, okay. I'm certain there's nothing there. Yeah, there. I can't click there. Okay, then let's take these. Magnesium. And both of them there was one magnesium pill. Then why were both of them selectable? Okay. There's another one. Inter-isolate trousers. Gives +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. What? Moralist pants. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable, in other words, perfect. So they give no stats, bonuses, or malices. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. It's the Allée Voisin? I read house, so Allée Voisin. Definitely French. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in dust. Money. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Magnesium and money. Tear. 3 people here. You stop mid-step and put your hand on the garish necktie. That bottle, Bratan, just look at that bottle. Where? Bottle? What? In this drunk's hand on the pipe there, glowing blue. A mysterious, otherworldly blue, filled to the brim with holy mysteries. Okay, cool, what do I do next? Oh, I think this is about to... so much more than cool. Please go talk to him, see what it's about, I'm drawn to it. So this one in the tube has a bottle that the necktie wants. Interesting, what does the necktie want with the bottle? That's also interactable? No. I'm finding lots of money here. We're now like here-ish. Okay, we can... this only looks like you could go out here. A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, and an empty street before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries, no more drivers and smoking on hitch steps, just silence. What did the smoke smell like? Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with black asphalt. The asphalt first laid is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. Who are the people who live across the road? A tub warm with water, white with soap, a man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers 4, 18, 21, 41. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly. What about the bus stop? 312D. Young girls used to come here huddled up, hoping for some warmth, more warmth than their thin coats gave them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. What about the road? Craters pocket the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It's a vital artery of flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away right at the turn. A dead dog. Tragedy came from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair. So I ran over a dog over here. This is... I didn't see that. I didn't see that thing. Interesting. So we can't go past this. Okay. So the fishing village. Let's loot everything that isn't bolted down. Hard to see the details. The colors are warm and welcoming are cozy though. A flower through where nothing really grows, maybe in spring. A primer for small kids. We have a book for the night. Yay! No, not talk to the children. A textbook for the first grade in primary school. Great! I should be capable of reading that. Maybe. street sign is illegible below the graffito. It's locked tight. Can see into the house from this angle. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater spurring. So this one is locked. I could break it open, but let's try that later perhaps. There's more over here. Let's loot that bucket. What are these doing in the fish? This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. More money. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the cab. The planks creak beneath your weight. Oh, what's this doing in the fish? Yeah, Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. They give perception. Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. It definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller, but could it be that it also makes you sharper, more perceptive to your surroundings now that you've gained a new perspective? I can see more because I'm higher if I wear this, higher up when I'm wearing these boots. Great. Okay, this is the fishing village. There is supposed to be a girl here that's... There's supposed to be a girl here that's wearing more stuff of the armor. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. The beams are splintered, the bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream, a broken pipe. So we've gone to here. Let's go down the river without crossing it. And cross it tomorrow. Maybe. The rust-eaten letters lead Mesut. Not tomorrow. When we're done with the fishing village is what I wanted to say. Looking back at you from the rust-colored water, you. So that's not a thing. Okay. Good. Then I have... let's see how many huts I have that I can go into. There are 2 of them. And we saw a good number of people outside. Okay. I think we'll spend the rest of the day here, but we might be... it might be over faster than we think. Is it another bench for waiting? The worn beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting. We can sit on benches after we've served the motor. Okay, this is for passing time. Yeah, I know that. It's so difficult to see. It gets a little orange border around it, and I didn't see it the first few times where I thought that the menu was doing weird stuff. Okay, let's go towards these 3 men over here. The one in the tube has alcohol that I want. Also, one of them might be the husband.
Don't call Abigail.
Don't call Abigail, grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away. The noxious odor emanating from the drunk man is strong and familiar.
Don't call Abigail.
Who is Abigail?
Oh, Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. You're not going to get anything from this guy, he's too drunk. Have you seen any woman around here lately? Abigail? Abigail, where are you? Who are you? What's your name? Don't call Abigail. Where am I? What's this place? He hiccups. Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions. There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together. The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting hacking cough. Why shouldn't I call Abigail? He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. Lean in. Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Don't call. Slowly his head nods off to the side and he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth. There's little chance he would be a reliable witness anyway. I thought that we wanted the bottle, so I think we'll need it from one of the other guys. Let's speak to Green Jacket. Hey, tequila. A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see ya. How's business? How's the old reality situation treating ya?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Oh, we drank together. He says it's obviously your name, like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Good, these people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later. I like this guy, you should too. He respects you by calling you your true name. I've re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago, but these days are over now. Sadly, things ain't going that well in Idiot Doomspiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of arse back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy, you feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks. Idiot Doomspiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation, at last. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately? Can't really remember seeing any woman after losing my keys. It's a touchy topic. He hasn't gotten laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire. What do you guys do around here? We are saving the world. Please don't call. Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol, that's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity and willpower, but that didn't work out. So now it's a pirate's life for me. What's a Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it. It's you're Tequila Sunset, but the name of the cocktail is the Tequila Sunrise, not Sunset. How do you know this? We've met before, don't you remember? Nope. Aha, do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be? Tequila Sunset, something ominous there. Go ahead. Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset I mean you, the man, the myth. Wait, did we meet on Friday? Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves, this is your story. You got here on Friday to solve the case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm, and by the worm I mean the bus, because as far as I know, all you did was get pissed drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept if you ask me. It is. Lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can. What happened then? It was late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drinks on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drinks on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. Oh yes, you do, but Bratushka, the only thing better than that is pushing the pedal to the metal after you kiss the tie, and off we go. One moment we hear the sound of the motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Do you remember the sound of wood cracking, the billboard? Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Naturally. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold, a beat of police carriage containing you, right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs. The time hath come. So naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, the time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things. I can now become the apocalypse cop. Oh god, what's happened next? Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, pluffed right off the jetty and through the ice. We ran towards the ice west. You crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us what's your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on. My real name is Harry. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother. How long did we party for? Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Ravacolian woman. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked silent, got up and left without saying anything. Wow, that's quite a story. Yeah, about Tequila's fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him. If only you knew. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me? You were pretty vague about, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard and that we've all been fucked too. Please don't open that door. No one's fucked me, I do the fucking around here. Abigail. It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're just still working through some shit. Did I mention losing anything else? Besides your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too. That's a big one. Did I say anything about my colleagues? You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. It's more like you were cramping theirs, says Empathy. No specifics, though it was more about you than that night. You were the stars of the show. Did I say anything about the case? Yes, you said it was no biggie, and that you'd solve it in no time, and that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now. A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism. It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop. Did we talk about politics? Yeah, and you said that you had really behaved unreasonably and failed to uphold your responsibilities as a representative of the coalition. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temple, saying stupid, stupid, stupid. I don't need to hear anymore. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past, that's why I avoid mine at all costs. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Wanna tell me another one sometime? Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller, right? Why not? Better than a beach bum. Yes, wanna tell me how you became Idiot Doomspirer? It depends really, are you willing to help me out? What do you need? Boost, did you really forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier? Do you have got anything for good old Idiot Doomspirer? A bottle for a story? Seems fair to me. I don't want to give you any alcohol, I'm not an enabler. Could you and your pals sign this document? What's about it? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard, I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen, the pro's gotta do it. I have a green ape one. Alright. He grabs a pen and paper and carefully scribbles on the dotted line next to Lilien's signature, Idiot Doomspirer. I need at least 2 signatures on the document. Hey Abs, he shouts to the non-responsive dunk, still delivering dew from the side of his mouth. Then he grabs his passed-out friend by the shoulder and shakes him a bit. Hey Abs, Abs. Hey Gotham, Abigail is here. Wake up, wake up. His efforts get no response. I don't think he can help. He's completely out of it. I'll be damned. Oh well, that's what we have Rosemary for. You can help, right? Sure, I can fucking help. You need a signature? I got you a signature. Before you can reply, he's already furiously scribbling something on the paper. When he hands the document back to me, the signature in uppercase letter reads, "Don't call Abigail." Can I have the pen back too? Fucking corpseman, always hassling the poor fork. You know what? I'm keeping the pen and that's the end of it. Thanks. No problem. Now where do I put that? Fucking artwork done in one day, man. The incapacitated drunk lays there snoring like an ancient rusting tractor. Thank you for your services, gentlemen. Should we go and mail this? I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza. Few more questions first. I'm not quite sure about the bottle. I don't really want to give them alcohol. Maybe I'll go back and do that. A white envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed to by Everclear and set up some legal terms, which have been in a very shaky handwriting, signed by members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics. Yeah, that was definitely the right course of people to give the documents to. The other guy, Rosemary.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. Also, I have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
See, there it is, Bratushka. You feel your necktie strangle with excitement. The spirit. Let's buy the spirit. 300 real is a lot, but this has to be done. This is the mystery and the truth, and I need to buy that spirit. Exactly, that is not only a drink, it's what our relationship has been building towards all these years. This is the climax, the mystery, the virgin assai. That drink is special. You have to buy it from him, get it off him, kill him if you have to. Our ultimate fate depends on it, and the fate of many words. The lieutenant looks at you looking at the bottle of spirit, and then Rosemary suspiciously. 300. Smokes and a Pilsner and speed. I don't need that. Amphetamine? By amphetamine I mean speed. Think you didn't hear me when I said I'm a police officer. Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed, I mean amphetamine. I got both. I thought by speed you meant amphetamine. Why, that's what I said. Quite the business venture you've set up here. Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. What do you mean? You see, friend, man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor ex-squeeze. So 2 of the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I got everyone on my hook. The hook, where is it? I can see it. Looks like you're on your own hook too. Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy, is the people. Why does the bottle of spirit cost 300? See, friend, it's real valuable, worth every real if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of business venture. Let him speak. You know, it's funny, actually. He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently. He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze. What is? What? What do you mean what? What did you think was funny earlier? This guy. Conversation brings a discount, no? Where did you get the bottle of spirits from? Oh, this is medicinal spirits, the good stuff. Got it from a doctor's office. He ain't shitting you. Medicinal spirits are blast, bratan. The flaming truth of this joke of a world. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago, torpedo they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. That's a good tip, I should remember it. Well, it really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those assholes charged me 4 real to move the damn thing, but I came out on top after all. Assholes. But the idiots left me alone in there. Now I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. Swipe 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila, what's left is beautiful blue pure stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 are already sold to these fine gentlemen here, but this last one is yours for 3 real if you want it. Don't say it. I think it will prove useful, yes. 3 real and it's yours, my friend, the deal of a lifetime. Well done, you got it. Here's the money for the spirits. I just got him from 300 to 3 real, I must have that. He hands you on the bottle, just make sure to enjoy that one, friend. Ratan, I'm so proud, now whatever you do, don't drink it. This deserves so much more than just regular oral consumption. The chai is so on the money there, up the bum it goes. Oh. Huh? Just wait for my sign. Keep it with you, keep it warm, keep it safe. Soon we will enter the other world. Soon the time will come, have patience, brave one. In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend, but come back anyway. Spirit is eternal. Hold on to the spirits and wait for the signal. The liquid has an unearthly blue tint, the kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. This is 98.7% pure alcohol, keep it away from an open flame. If it glows in the dark and is blue, then it's definitely not 98. If the other 1.3% are fluorescent color, yeah, maybe. But that's not a fine for an alcohol to glow in the dark. That's not the good way. Okay. So my horrific necktie wanted me to get that thing and now I have it. Let's talk to the kids. Rock? What rock? Lillian's twin. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth. Have you seen any bad people around? What bad people? I don't think questioning 4-year-olds with their parents present is gonna crack the case. Then we're definitely doing it. Where's your mom? You guys look identical. He just looks like me. Yeah, I said that. You're bad with cats. I am, yes. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything out of here. Okay. The kids didn't prove useful, so... The old lady. Or lady, or whatever. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed. You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Sumerian, possibly Stygian, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you good style. What you said? We're cops, we don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Which you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat. What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
The usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, right, a black hound licking your own ears. If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe we are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park your motor carriage. And not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast? No, you haven't seen anyone lately. Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about? This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here. She's being evasive, she knows something. There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help. Would you know, I know how this word works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other. This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. No, it's not like that, man. With him he caught you. Right now you just arrived by yourselves, like a raven plucking at the window glass. I see you know something, but you've decided not to tell us. There's not too much to tell. People come and go. No, was there something else? I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway. Ruby was here and you know it. Ask her about lodgings. Where could someone stay around here? Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it? I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. Wait, hold on, you're just giving it to me? No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there. There's this guy guard who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold. That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses in the seaside, so we don't have to give money to those crooks. They might not look like much, but they are ours. Wait, why isn't anyone using the room? My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side apartment and it's easier and cheaper to keep warm. One more time, I can just have the room. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here. When Vazan communist revolutionary Ignus Nielsen was in hiding, he stayed in a hut on the Boreal Plateau for 10 months. Wow, the third option, man. This could be the first chapter of my Rags to Riches memoir. Surely not the first one, so are you interested or not? You got yourself a tenant. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police. A key appears from under her apron and she hands it to you. Well, if you're not in the hostel in the morning, know where to find you. Here. In a shack. He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? The environment encourages one thing and one thing only, drinking. Fine, you have those llamas of Martinez off your back, Brathan. This looks like a great place to bring chicks. What is the fishing in this fishing village? Just asked. It's barely a village anymore, we almost don't exist. What do you mean? This is pretty much a non-place, a gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny. Who else lives in this village? Well, there's Liliane and her kids, a few new folks live in the house to the east. She nods her head across the courtyard, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Oh yeah, I met a couple of drunks here. I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are. Relax, you're not a new face. She doesn't mean you. You're an outsider, a cop, remember? There's got to be something here, tell me. Over there you can find more of the same. Southwest. Shacks and trees growing wild, that's the Pox. Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees all covered in nursery suits, small houses under them and under overgrown part. Pox, what's that? An old military hospital and its surroundings, or it used to be during the time of the suzerain. After the war it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shocked veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see. What happened to the hospital? The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. Is there a way to make a little money around here? Yeah, for you, no, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about. Under carts, boats, and little boxes, not hard to find. This place is pornographically poor. The lack of wealth is the one thing we got in abundance. Riddles fits with the general ambience here. Aye. Sometimes it's as though I have also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing. I'm lost too. Oh. Seems to be a common theme these days. I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. Isn't that what people always think when they're lost? Something I can do to help you find your way, officer? There's another topic. What's further down the coast? Not much. There's the abandoned church, the Dolorian Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time even. Why is it abandoned? Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then. So they don't hold services there anymore, the ecclesiasts? No, they've tried, but things have just kept happening. Crime, accident, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be a nice church. She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking. I get the feeling you're leaving Staffos. What else is going on? Well, that's that music from across the sea. It started a few days ago, now it's blasting even through the nights, and now suspicious-looking people are sneaking through the church. I don't like that. Interesting, you should look into this ruckus if you have the time. Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Ruzuka, a half-demonic Apsara singing? No, I think they made a party place. What else is on Downcoast? Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant, run down a bunch of houses empty. Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant? I don't know exactly. A pre-war place, it used to be something before the war. I wasn't here then, you know, I was born in Samara. Anything else of note? Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalks, but it's closed. Would want to come to a fish market here? No one, that's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young and so was everyone else. Now what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta somewhere else. That's it? There's got to be more along the coast. What, you're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, I think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut, though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you? Me, no one, just an old washerwoman. My mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking, and my married name is Sadie. Isabel Sadie. Lieutenant Double Geffreteur Harrière Dubois. So many titles, one of them double. Goodbye, I'm off. Ask about Ruby. I think that's the shack that she gave me. This door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted. Unlock the shack door with a key. I wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you'd know, after we're done with the day, I'll be staying in the Whirling Rex for the night. We'll meet in the front desk of the shack in the morning. The key turns will set. If try and click, you can enter the shack now. I hope we're not done with the day automatically now. The intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. The floorboard creaks under your step. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, and an almanac from 39. A brisk coastal wind still howls against the windows of the shack. Occasionally the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your head over your ears. Outside it is cold and windy, but you're inside and it feels safe and warm. What is this place to you? My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. Overhead you hear the fallen shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches echoes from a long lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heat hum on the wall. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. Outside, the whole of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again, as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice. Look under the floorboards. Look outside first. You see the waves, the sea, a church? Wait, there's a mirror. Is that a mirror? Ah. For defeating the expression, but I already did that. As you look in the floorboards in the corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of the floorboard next to it looks scratched. Move it aside. The hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. What's in there? Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand though. Something bad, something night thoughts, a last resort, a bad idea. Search through the sand and sawdust. You stick your hand and start combing through the sand, dry not like outside. Fine dust and then something hard and wrapped in paper. What is it? A small cylindrical object. You pull it out, a bullet. A 9mm bullet to be exact, fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon. The floorboard isn't interested, maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet you get a feeling, this isn't ammunition against you, it's for herself. And then we have... wait. This. Wash basin. On the table you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. Is shaving the right call? The water reflects back at the vague image of your face, nose bulbous and red hair unkempt, wrinkling line against the eyes, for the stash is gigantic. Time to shave, but with hand-eye coordination. We'll have to do something about that. Hand-eye coordination. Let's look at my clothes. Do I have something for that? Perception. Savoir-faire. Pinball-Merkers Code. Okay, that's it. Have I some minus thing? Only from thoughts. Okay. Then let's try to shave. 7 or better. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade shaves against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against the chili. Feel your clean shaven cheeks. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you as if you just came from a cold bath. Was shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair and persistent swelling, you look a little younger maybe. You almost look like a professional. Your face, such as it is, a regular human face, sans expression. Sans, written sans, means without. No expression. Kim, have you something to say to me that I have now shaven?
Yes?
So, I've shaved. Yes, I don't know what to say, perhaps. What is it? You can tell me, Kim. I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton shops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the... Either way, good on you. You were saying? Nothing. Okay, I've shaven. And we can now confront her about the bullets, search her own home, and speak to the other two people in town. And that is a thing we'll do in the next episode. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.